Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, folks. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today we're going to be talking about Diablo Immortal. So I'm having a very hard time keeping a straight face when I'm talking about this game, because the moment when Blizzard actually announced Diablo Immortal for do you guys even have phones? I knew it was going to be for microtransactions, because I don't know if people remember, there was an interview with Bobby Kotick a few months ago, maybe even a year ago, where he was asked about the future of the company and what other ventures they're gonna be going into, and Bobby immediately just mentions mobile market, because, you know, I don't blame him. As someone who likes that cha-ching, you know, Bobby Kotick looks at the mobile game market and he sees billions being made every single year, and that's just the sad truth, because the mobile game market brings in billions upon billions, and most from that actually comes from microtransaction. It doesn't come from sales of the games, it just comes from people spending money on various types of microtransactions, that either being like extra lives in Candy Crush Saga or that Raid Shadow Legends game. Like, all of those games are designed in the way for number one to be fun, and number two, when they're fun, to take money from you. Now, at the same time, I'm not someone who plays those sort of games, but I'm not someone who plays on a mobile at all. That's just, I'm not their target audience. So when I heard that Diablo Immortal was coming out for PC as well, it piqued my interest a little bit, because I wanted to go into it and see how predatory this thing is going to be. So today we're going to be talking just about that. But before we jump into that, just a quick word from our sponsor so I can pay my rent this month. This video is brought to you by G Fuel Energy Formula. Use code LKM to get a very nice discount on your next purchase and select your flavor from a huge collection they have. Check it out today and use code LKM. So when it comes to Diablo Immortal, the first thing that I want to talk about are the core mechanics of the game. So when it comes to the graphics of the game, when it comes to the controllers of the game, to animations, to fighting and everything else, there is no denying, for me it was kind of fun. It was more enjoyable than I anticipated it's going to be, because the level design is okay, the character design is okay. When you look at the actual combat in the game and how responsive it is, it was actually fun. I'm not going to lie. Even playing on a PC, it was fun, because those mechanics just simply work. They're not convoluted, they're not complicated, and they, as I said, work really well on mouse and keyboard. Now, at the same thing, when you're playing the game, you can obviously feel that this is a mobile Diablo game. There is no denying that, especially going from the entire user experience then, for example, to UI itself, which is right in front of your eyes. I hate that so much, and there is no way to change it. But when it comes to graphics, when it comes to frame rate and everything else, I didn't really have problems with it. I didn't have the game crash on me or anything which would make it not enjoyable in that part. So when it comes to the game itself, to the core game, it's fun. It's especially fun for the mobile devices, because it has a lot of those casual content, and that casual content is gonna be driving a lot of traffic through this game, because keep in mind, that's just the sort of people who are playing games on mobile. They like to have some casual thing now and then, but at the same time, you have huge markets, especially in Asia, who play mobile games a lot, who put a lot of time into mobile games, and at the same time, they're gonna be spending a lot of that cha-ching on those sort of titles. When it comes to the content in this game, obviously you can go through various rifts, dungeons, and do the main story, which is also voice acted, so on that side they really decided to go in and actually spend some money on this game, because keep in mind, Blizzard is a company which has money, so at the same time it's kind of expected for them to do this. So they didn't really go full lazy when it comes to this game. They really wanted to create a good foundation so they can milk you more money later on. So I went into this game and I said, I'm not going to spend a single dollar, because I don't want to give Blizzard any more money than I did for World of Warcraft subscriptions. So right now, this is how I look at level 33. You can see it's pretty basic when it comes to the armor look and everything else, but then you're gonna see people walking around in all crazy types of armor. Those are cosmetic and skins, but we're gonna be getting into that very soon. When it comes to quests and everything else, of course you're gonna have very, daily quests, repetitive quests, bounty boards, rifts, dungeons, as I said, and various other things which, they keep the game interesting. So there is content definitely to do in this game. I can go now and play this game for hours, because I'm gonna be going through the main story, I'm gonna be doing those dungeons, rifts, and all of that. So from the content side point, and when it comes to just the amount of details in this game, there is detail. There is no denying that. But now we have to talk about the giant elephant Kotick in the room. Now we have to talk about microtransactions, because this game is filled with them, and I love it so much because Blizzard went into this because they know how much they can get away with microtransactions on the mobile game market, because mobile game market kind of became normalized with it in a point where you can't really release this on the PC as a, you know, as a PC title or as a console title and get away with it. There is no way. Like, there would be so much backlash. I mean, there is backlash right now, but for example, if we go to the store in this game, obviously the shop is going to be there. You can get some free rewards and all of that, which you can claim every single day. Keep in mind, those rewards, nothing special, nothing that you cannot actually boost yourself in like 20 minutes of playing or something like that. So don't think they're gonna be giving you anything special. These are just some upgrade stuff. But now we have to get into different sort of bundles. So you have like different bundles, like for example, beginner's pack, Mad King's Breach Throw and Forgotten Tower Throw. And this is going to give you like plus 800% in value. You're gonna be getting some of these gems, you're gonna be getting some of the gold and all of that for like €1. It's so cheap the way they do it. It just feels like one of those Top Shop commercials where they say like, oh yeah, buy now, get two. And it's so sad to see in a Diablo game, especially going from like how much history this game has, and that you have a lot of people who basically grew up with these sort of titles. So now when you go through like different bundles, obviously you can buy that for €1 or $1 or your region equivalent, or how it is. You know, it's stupid. Then you can go into like various sort of cosmetics, but this is where it really goes to shine, because you saw me how I looked at level 33, nothing special, just a casual armor. But look at this Winged Darkness cosmetic set. All of these things cost 1,000 of these whatever this is, and you can buy like different crystalline ecos. Look at this armor, this is phenomenal. This looks like something you have to like play through the entire game, then play through Mythic in order to have. But no, you can get this on level 1 if you want. Just spend money, baby. That's just how it is. And this is how it looks like. For example, you have these collector's editions, which are obviously going to look cooler. And 1,500 of these gems, that's like €25, baby. That's like $25 equivalent. This is expensive to buy. I mean, you can buy a whole game for this one cosmetic set in the game. And that, I mean, it's nothing new. Like all other mobile games do this. I mean, Blizzard is not really first here. I mean, they're just, you know, copying what everyone else is doing and how they're making money. So of course, when you see a set like this and you're already invested in the game, of course you're gonna be buying this. You're gonna have a bunch of people going to this. So that's €25. That's per skin. So choose wisely if you're spending that sort of money. But of course, on the other side, you have various sort of battle pass. You can buy battle pass, and of course you can spend money to unlock all of the battle pass options immediately. It's going to be giving you different skins. It's going to be giving you different armor, which is obviously going to be much higher rank than your weapon, than everything else. And of course, you can spend money to get gems in this game. And gems in this game are incredibly important, because gems in this game actually gives you various sort of buffs. You can upgrade those gems, you can upgrade your equipment. And guess what? The best way to upgrade that equipment is by spending more money, because by spending more money, you can get more resources for you to obviously upgrade those sets, to create more gems, and to upgrade those gems so you can be stronger. So you can be stronger much more and much faster than other people who haven't spent a single dime in this game. You have, like, for example, look at these eternal orbs right here that are basically your in-game currency. 6,000, and you get like 1,200 for €100, baby. Yeah, this is how it is. This is just how it goes today. It's wild. And of course, as I say, you can spend all of these things on materials and everything else, which is going to be useful for you later on to craft it, like this wildfire stone and everything else. It costs 100 of these orbs, so you can spend a lot of these on the jolt stones, tremor stones, vengeance stones, barrier stones, ravager stones, all of these things to upgrade your character for money. And as you're playing through this game, you're going to be constantly reminded of it. It's just how it is. This game is entirely focused around these microtransactions. It is absolutely terrible. I mean, it is like, this is totally expected from Blizzard. This is not a surprise for me. This is just something that I can start up and laugh so much. And this could have been so much better if they dial down on these microtransactions. I think that you'll have more people play it, because the core game is actually quite fun for a mobile game, even on PC for a mobile port, I didn't really have a problem with the game. It wasn't frustrating. It had cutscenes, it had everything, you know, which make it kind of fun, but at the same time, it's just filled and, you know, just piled on top of microtransactions, and then some more microtransactions into all of this. This is terrible, but that's just the sad reality of mobile games market today. And the sad thing is, they're gonna be making so much money out of this. It's going to be absolutely insane. There is nothing we can do about it. Just look at GTA Plus and how much it was actually bought. GTA Plus, a subscription service for GTA Online, baby. Rockstar implemented that. There was a huge backlash, and guess what? This service is performing much more and much better than they initially expected. Yeah, because majority of people just spend money on this. They don't really pay attention to it. They're gonna be wailing out for this. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long this game actually is popular, but I think it's going to be popular for a long time because you already have a bunch of Diablo clones on like Play Store and everywhere else. So now where you finally have the Diablo game from Blizzard, of course this is going to be played and this is going to be downloaded like crazy. I mean, you can play this and not spend any money, but don't think you're going to be as strong as someone who spends money. And even if you want to be as strong as them, you're gonna have to grind like crazy. You're gonna have to be spending a lot of time into this game, and even then it's going to be a question, how much can I actually be strong, and how can I be strong than someone who pays money for it? Because this is just wild. This shop is absolutely wild. But this is pretty much it for today's video. This is my review of Diablo Immortal. This is a much better than expected mobile game and much better than expected Diablo mobile game because of course, as I said, the core mechanics are nice and the game is fun, but this is shameful with how much microtransactions there is in here. And the sad thing is, this is gonna be making a lot of money. So that's what I think about it. I don't know what to think about the future of Blizzard, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more. Don't forget to tell me down below, what do you think about all of this? Did you try it out? I know that the mobile version of this game is crazy because you need to have like a really good phone in order to play it, but it's no surprise because honestly the graphics even on PC look, you know, nice. They look okay. They look acceptable, and I didn't have really a problem with them. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Discord, and also huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.